Ken and I and his mom, she was in town. We came out and counted them the other day. And Ken and I both counted 23. One of us counted 24 on our second count. So I'm going to go out and count them right now. There's 3 right there. One of them's a baby. So there's 3, 4, 5. I'm going to kick this in high gear real quick. Alright, so I can go faster. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So y'all guess how many there's going to be total. Well, never mind. I already told y'all. Forget that. I was going to try to play a game. So, how many did I say? 10 or 11? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got 12 here so far. I'm about to pass those. And then we'll start back up. 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'll finish counting once I get past this area. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 23. 23 bales of hay. Not bad. It consists of wheat, oats, triticale, Austrian winter peas, yada yada yada. It was beautiful. It was about 2.5 to 3 feet high, and it was ready to be cut. So, a little tidbit about our area. It's all farm and ranch, and as of a few months ago, they started putting up windmills. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 12 right there that you can see, and those are far. They're far, but they look close because they're so big. We're gonna have one. I don't know if you can see that blue right there, right in the middle of the screen. That is the base area of where another one's going, and it's literally only about maybe 300 feet behind our fence right here. So there's our fence, our back fence. I'd say that's about 300 feet where that's going to be. So, and our house is just right up there behind that shop and the trees that you're looking at. So it's probably 1,500 feet from our shop because I think that they have to be 1,500 feet from a structure. So there's that. I'm not real happy about it. I was really upset for a while, but I realized that maybe I just needed to suck it up. And all these workers out here, it's putting food on their tables. So I'm trying to look at the positive. We're going to count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So today, so far, I have canned 4 cans of carrots straight out of the garden that Ken harvested for me while I was inside doing something else. And I harvested 3 quarts of green bean just right. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11. My bonus son was here this weekend, got up this morning, cooked a big breakfast for everybody. I've done lost count, I'm not going to worry about that because I'm babbling. But this is what we call our back 40. It's 8.5 acres, and we can plant it on the tractor with a seeder a couple times a year with different cover crops. We keep all of our cattle about 10 or 15 15 minutes from here on another piece of property. They go back and forth from here to there. They actually stay across the street on his sister and brother-in-law's property about 5 or 6 months out of the year, and then the rest of the year they're over at our other place. So here's the garden. Here is the other side I was telling you about that was prettier than this side, or the first side. So all of that there is a mixture of pollinator seeds that he threw out a few months ago, and those tall white flowers are actually cilantro. So the cilantro has mostly died off. It started out, on the bottom, and then it goes in different phases. So you have the cilantro. Let me find one. Here's some cilantro. Okay. And then it starts growing into these kind of little leaves. And then it starts flowering, not the orange, but the white. Then it starts flowering. Okay. So to me, it's like 4 different phases. It flowers, it's beautiful. And then it starts producing seeds. And anyone who knows about cilantro would know that those seeds are coriander seeds that you use to cook with and add to, pickling and whatnot. So this is just a smorgasbord. And looky down here. Look at those, how beautiful. I'm not sure what those are called. Again, they were in a mix, but I don't know what any of these are called actually. These are called Indian blankets. These, I'm not sure. I'll have to do a Google Lens. We had some poppies out here. I don't see any blooming right now. But these are sunflowers. I think these are a chocolate sunflower. These haven't bloomed yet. But these are definitely cilantro. Let me see if I can find a poppy. We just had this frost-free hydrant put in last week. I don't see any poppy, but there's more cilantro. And I think basically once it starts flowering and stuff, which it's been doing for quite a while, that the cilantro is not real tasty anymore. There's a marigold. We just have a ton of stuff, and Ken is really good at throwing seeds out and things just coming together. So that's a bunch of leftover cherry tomatoes, all the ones you see sticking up high that I had started from seed a while back. We start all of our stuff from seed. And we really didn't have room in the garden for them. We already planted everything, and so we've been kind of giving them away. This little trough here, or fire ring, whatever you call it, has sunflowers in it, lantana, and then the little container there, the little seed tray, that's nasturtiums that started a while back. I need to get those in the ground. They're starting to look shabby. We've got some watermelons over there we need to get in the ground, some peppers called long hots, and then there's some lemon balm back there, and there's okra. Let's see, okra's over there. I have it hidden behind those fig trees because it needs to go in the ground, and you can see them between the pots there. It needs to go in the ground, and I was just kind of getting some of the sun off of it because the sun just kind of knocks it over. Some hanging baskets I made. We gave some to our mothers